Hey y'all, hey, it's me, Simply Just C, and in today's video, we're going to talk all about low porosity hair. I'm going to quickly go over what is low porosity hair. I'm going to share with you the things or the ingredients you want to avoid putting in your hair. We're going to talk about the ingredients you do want to put in your hair, as well as I'm going to show you some products that I use for my low porosity hair that is having my hair just thriving. So if you have low porosity hair, or you want to kind of try to figure out if you do, and you want to know all the 411 on low porosity hair, then keep on watching. Okay, so what is low porosity hair? Low porosity hair is hair that does not readily or easily absorb water or moisture or even treatments to the hair. So when we're putting that water in our hair or a product or something, our hair, low porosity hair is basically like, get back. I'm good. Like it's blocking. And the reason for that is because our cortex of our hair is so tightly laid together. The cuticle is closed. So think of like an umbrella that is closed and it's raining. That water is just going to drip right off. It's the same thing with low porosity hair. You're putting in water, you're trying to get moisture in there, and it's just beading off. It's not going, in the hair like we would want it to. So getting moisture inside of low porosity hair does take a little bit of work, but we're going to talk about all of that in this video. Here are some signs that you may have low porosity hair. One, it takes a while for your hair to get wet. So like when you're in the shower, you're washing your hair and you're applying the water, your hair is just like still dry, or it takes a while for your hair to really be drenched with the water. That is a sign that you could have low porosity hair. It's also a sign that you just have a lot of product buildup on your hair, so that's not always the determining factor of whether you have low porosity hair, but it is a sign that you could have low porosity hair, is that your hair takes longer to get wet. Another sign that you could have low porosity hair is that your hair takes a while to dry. So one thing about low porosity hair, our hair resists moisture, but honey, once that moisture is in, once we finally have gotten in, we've broken the barrier and it is in, that moisture is in, okay? So when blow drying your hair or air drying your hair, it takes longer to dry because now it's so weird. It's like our hair rejects the water or the moisture, and finally it gets it in, and it's like, okay, you ain't going anywhere. You stay right here with me. Okay, that's pretty much what our hair does. Think about it that way. So another sign that that you may have low porosity hair is that it does take a while for your hair to dry. And that's not always a bad thing, because I feel like with my hair, that's one plus of having low porosity hair, is that once the moisture, my hair has received the moisture, I'm good on applying anything else to my hair for a while. So in my mind, that is a benefit. But let's get back to it. So one more sign that you might have low porosity hair, is that your hair easily gets buildup. Like you notice buildup of product on your hair all the time. You notice that when you're applying a product, it just kind of sits on your hair. It's not really going in, or it's been day 3 or day 4 of your wash, the last time you washed your hair, and you feel your hair and it's just like, oh my gosh, like, why my hair feel like that? It just feels like it's so much in there. Low porosity hair is hair that is easily weighed down, which is why we have to be cautious of what we put in our hair. So those are some signs that you may have low porosity hair, just in case you're not sure and you're like, well, how can I figure out? So with low porosity hair, like I said, with any porosity hair, if you have high porosity or normal porosity, it's so important that you learn the porosity of your hair, because that is the only way to get moisture in your hair. And I have done some research and I have figured out what works for me and what doesn't work for my hair. And I definitely just want to share that with you all today. So let's talk about the ingredients you want to avoid in products for your hair. So always read the back of the label, whether that's with food or with hair products, honey. Read the label, okay? Read the label. Just saying. But you want to read the label, and if it has any of the following ingredients, you want to be a little cautious of it. Now, if the ingredients I'm about to say are lower on the list of ingredients, you might be able to get away with it. You might be able to get away with it. But if the ingredients I'm getting ready to tell you are like high up on the list, you might want to stay away from it if you have a low porosity hair. Because again, on an ingredient list, the higher up the ingredient is, the more pronounced or more prevalent that ingredient is in the product. So some things that low porosity hair does not like is sulfates. Do your best to stay away from products that have sulfates in them because it just builds up on the hair. Another thing that our hair does not like is butters, like heavy butters and creams, like shea butter, raw coconut butter. Those heavy butters like that is not going to work for our hair because it's just going to sit on there and it's going to weigh our hair down. It's not going to go inside the shaft of the hair like that, the cortex of the hair. It's just going to kind of sit on there. So we don't want to really mess with butters, heavy butters like that, like shea butter, cocoa butter, things like that. Also, another thing low porosity hair just doesn't get down with is coconut oil. Y'all, when I first let go of my relaxer and embraced my natural curls, I would hear all the girlies raving about coconut oil in their hair, and I tried it, like products that had coconut oil or just straight coconut oil, and my hair never liked it. It just didn't feel good. It would feel kind of hard. It didn't feel, no. So now I know, after doing research, I now know why my hair didn't like coconut oil. It's just not for my hair type, which is low porosity hair. And castor oil, which is so crazy because I use Haitian black castor oil mainly just around my hairline, just to keep it full and things like that, especially when I have braids or something like that in my hair. But I did notice when I would use it in other spots in my hair, on my scalp, after a couple days, like my hair would feel so thick and gooky and just weighed down. And now I know why. Like castor oil is just not the best to put on low porosity hair. Now around your hairline, that's fine. If you have a little patch or something that you're trying to grow back, you know, just put in that one little patch, that's fine. But all over, I wouldn't recommend you using black castor oil or Haitian black castor oil all over. Maybe just your edges and like a little spot or two if you have like thinning or some breakage or something like that. So yeah, those are the things to avoid. Sulfates, heavy butters like shea butter, coconut butter, things like that in your hair, coconut oil, and what's the last thing I said? Castor oil, black castor oil, Haitian black castor oil. Our hair does not like that. Low porosity hair I'm talking about. Now, what do we want to get for our hair? We want to get products that have emollients and humectants in it. Aloe vera, bae. Aloe vera plain. I have a video where I use aloe vera as a pre-poo on my channel. But aloe vera in its natural state, yes. Any product that has aloe vera in it, yes. Honey. Honey. My hair loves honey. I learned that very early in my natural hair journey that my hair loves honey. So look for products that have honey as an ingredient and honey high up on the list. Low porosity hair loves honey. It loves honey. Glycerins. Look for products that have glycerin in there. That's going to work with your low porosity hair. And when you use oils, you want to make sure it's a lightweight oil. So use something like grapeseed oil is good for our hair. Almond oil would work. Even carrot oil. I personally use Kemi oil, which as you can see I'm like at the bottom, because this is a mix of almonds, carrots, and I believe grapeseed. It's very lightweight. When I say this is lightweight, this is so lightweight. So Kemi oil, I recommend that. That's what I use. But definitely a lightweight oil you want to use in your hair, like grapeseed or almond, something like that. So yeah, those are the things you want to get in your hair. Something that has products that have humectants and emollients. So like I said, aloe vera, honey, glycerin, and if you're using an oil, make sure it's one of the oils I just mentioned. So how do we best treat our hair? How do we best moisturize our low porosity hair? The first thing you want to make sure you do when you wash your hair is start off with a clarifying shampoo. Honey, our hair, low porosity hair, holds on to products. So once you get that moisture in there, or the moisture never gets in there and that product is just sitting on your head, which sometimes happens, you got to get that gunk off, because especially in your scalp and everything like that, you can't have all that gunk in your hair and then wonder why it's breaking off, it's dry, it's not growing. You all, I highly recommend this. This is by BodyWorks. This is the Peppermint and Tea Tree. Oh, Tea Tree is really good for low porosity hair too. Clarifying shampoo. This has such a nice tingle. Feels so good on the scalp. It's going to, you know, just kind of really remove all that dirt, oil, product buildup. So start off with this. After you start off with your clarifying shampoo, you want to go in with a hydrating shampoo. I recommend two. I recommend the SheaMoisture Manuka Honey and Mafara Oil Intensive Shampoo. This one is really good. And I also recommend the SheaMoisture Low Porosity Weightless Hydrating Shampoo. So this one is specifically made for low porosity hair. This one is a little heavier. It does have that honey in it, which I love. It's a little heavier though. If you want something definitely more lightweight, then go with the grapeseed one. But these are really good shampoos. After you go on with your moisturizing shampoo, you want to go for a conditioner. I have been using this one lately, which is the same line, but this is the conditioner version of it. After you do that, you want to deep condition your hair. It is so important that we deep condition our hair, period, but definitely if you have low porosity hair. Y'all, this right here is bad. This is the Thank God It's Natural Honey Miracle hair mask. Has raw honey in it, okay? And it has olive oil. My hair loves this. Apply your deep conditioner in a little bit of heat. So put like a bag on your head and then have a dryer and kind of go around the dryer. Or you could sit underneath a hooded dryer. But that heat is key for low porosity hair with getting in moisture. You gotta nook it just a little bit, honey. Not high heat, not crazy, but put a little bit of heat on there. That's gonna help get in your moisture. But this deep conditioner right here, nothing can top it. That stuff right there, honey, that's the bomb. All right, then when you get out, you rinse that out. You want to go in with some sort of moisturizer. I use the Camille Rose Moisture Milk. This is lightweight. It's a lightweight leave-in conditioner. It's, oh my goodness. When I say this stuff leaves your hair soft, your hair will be so soft. So I do recommend this. It's lightweight and it smells like vanilla cake. What's that called? Vanilla cake mix. It smells so good. So go in with some sort of moisturizer in your hair and yeah, proceed to style from there. And even when I put this in my hair, I take the blow dryer and kind of go around it just a little bit to get that moisture in. That is so important. If I'm doing a twist out or even a wash and go, I'll use this right here. This twisting butter is sweet almond milk and honey. There's that honey. My hair really likes that. I'll go with something like this. It's not too heavy and my hair does well with it. And then I always seal my hair with some sort of oil. So yeah, you guys, that is the 411 on low porosity hair. All those products I showed you are highly recommended by me. I'm not going to bring you anything on this channel that I don't stand behind. These products are really good. All these products, the link to these products I will have below. And yeah, definitely find out your hair porosity and buy products according to your hair porosity. Don't buy like just what's the popular thing and everybody is raving about. No, you got to make sure those products are going to work for your hair type. And your hair type is your porosity, okay? That's more important than your curl pattern or anything else. So yes, you guys, I hope this video was helpful and informative. Let me know down below if you use any of these products or if there are any other products that you use that work well for your low porosity hair. And yeah, you guys, I will catch you in another video. But before I say that, honey, are you subscribed? Are you? Because if you're not, I need you to go ahead and subscribe and come on over. Come on over. I would love to have you. I would love to have you. But yes, anyway, thank you so much for joining me on today. Again, I hope this video was helpful. And I will catch you guys in